What's up, dudes? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another NetherRealm Studios, technically, video. Now, this is some very interesting information coming out of some sources. Now, let me be straight up in saying that I haven't fact-checked these sources. I don't really know who these people are, but the Thinny shared this on his Twitter, so I'm assuming that he might know who they are and they are credible, so I'm pretty much going based on that. This could be complete bullshit, but I do want to keep you guys updated because I have thought this was pretty plausible for a while. So we're going to get into that. I hate doing this. I hate doing this at the start of the video, but it does help. If you guys do end up enjoying this video, I would really appreciate if you leave a like on the video. And if you want more updates on Mortal Kombat, NetherRealm Studios, or fighting game content in general, please subscribe to the channel. It helps a tremendous amount, and we're getting so close to 10K subscribers. So I really appreciate it. But if you like the video, but let's go ahead and jump into it. So we're just going to get down to the nitty and gritty of this. I'm going to go ahead and throw it up on the screen. And this comes from Clobrilla. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Or Secret Squirrel. Now, I'm not sure what social media platform, talking, whatever this was on, but this comes from Pitboy3000, and it says, Jez says he has documents showing that NetherRealm and TT games are for sale. It's live right now. Go back about 30-ish minutes for the acquisition talk. I don't know where this was. I can confirm this. Whether or not this will lead to something remains to be seen, though. MS is at least looking into it as far as I think to know. Okay. Now, this is some pretty big information. Now, we've talked about this. I've talked about this on the channel for a while now, since we found out about the Discovery and WB merger, thanks to AT&T creating Warner Discovery, that new little company, and that was because AT&T was so in debt. I've theorized for a little bit that NetherRealm Studios and a few other studios could go up for sale. Now, what I've said is, what is the first thing that's going to go up for sale, no matter how well the games sell, and that is a fighting game, or rather a fighting game studio, NetherRealm Studios. And what's another one that's pretty likely to go up for sale? A Lego game, because let's face it, when we get down to the nitty and gritty of it, NetherRealm Studios is a fighting game developer, and fighting games, while Mortal Kombat and Injustice tend to be two of the more popular series, they still sell nowhere near as much as a Rocksteady game, as a WB Montreal game, games such as, Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League, or even Gotham Knights, or some shit like that. They're selling millions of copies less than games like that, so of course, if they have to look at games to get rid of, it's probably going to be the fighting game that's only selling 8 million in its first year or so, which is damn good for a fighting game. That's crazy for a fighting game, but for a normal AAA mainstream game, Call of Duty, they sell like upwards to like 30 million, and even Smash is sold in the 20 millions. Now, the TT Games one is a little weird because I know there's a lot of kids out there, and it's getting very hard to find very child-appropriate games, and the Lego games are that, so it seems like that's kind of a moneymaker, so it's kind of weird to see that one up there. But also, if they wanted to make more money along with NetherRealm Studios, an exponential amount more, they could sell something like TT Games, where they could possibly feel like those games would get very niche, more niche, and less people playing it over time, as these kids are being allowed to delve further into like Call of Duty and Battlefield and even Mortal Kombat. So it's very interesting, but it's not completely surprising, in my opinion. Now, I don't want to say I told you so or anything like that. Yes, I do. I do want to say I told you so. There's been so many people, including content creators on here, saying that, oh, don't worry, nothing's going to happen. Nothing at all is going to change. Everything's going to be fine. When a merger happens, it's very expensive. It's not cheap. They just don't sign papers, and it's like, hey, yo, we're bros now. We're in the same company. No, mergers are very, very expensive. So I've said on the channel in the videos talking about it that WB Discovery now could be looking to offload assets to make that deficit back, and it looks like they could be doing that. Now, the next most interesting part about this is Microsoft is looking into it, and I'm extremely excited about that. Look, I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but I feel like Mortal Kombat, Injustice is pretty much out the window if it goes to Microsoft, but I feel like Mortal Kombat would do a lot better under a company that loves fighting games, and under a company that would be willing to devote more time, more thought process, and more support into that company, into that studio, into that game. I feel like Microsoft is the company to do that. I'm pretty sure they've been talking about a new Killer Instinct for years. Everybody's been hollering for it. I'm pretty sure it's on the table. And Microsoft loves their fighting games. So seeing Mortal Kombat go to Xbox, even if it becomes an exclusive, I feel like it could get so much more love there and be so much better than what it is right now. Because if we look at the history of WB Studios is a very restrictive company. It's been seen, it's been had, we know it. So I'm very, very excited to see NetherRealm go somewhere else if this does happen, and I really think Xbox would be the best. If Sony picks them up, fine, I'm down with Sony. They've shown that they like making money a little bit more than giving support to their fans, or making their fans happy, but I'd still wouldn't mind if they go to Sony. It's a lot better than them going to someone like EA or Ubisoft or some shit like that. But Microsoft thinking about picking them up is a very big thing. A lot of people on Twitter, YouTube, everywhere else has pretty much yelled at Microsoft to pick up Mortal Kombat, and it's not even 100% they make Mortal Kombat an exclusive, because that is a lot of money. But anyway, moving on from that, I just think that Mortal Kombat, NetherRealm Studios, I think them being sold is probably one of the best things that could happen to them, and I think it's probably been one of the best things that could happen to them since more or less around the end of MKX. We could definitely see Mortal Kombat Injustice start to go down a certain path when Injustice 2 hit, and now even more so with MK11, because as much as these devs have went out of their way for the past 28 years to make these games so much fun and so crazy and so exciting to watch and play, for games like Injustice 2 and Mortal Kombat 11 to exist in their current state, along with the communication and support that the games have gotten, I definitely don't feel like that's something that NetherRealm has done. And yes, I know they used to be under Midway, and they haven't been called NetherRealm for that long, but they're still under Ed Boon, and Ed Boon has been like that for the past 28 years, making sure his games were up to par, that his fans and his community, customers, were all happy. And that has not happened since around Injustice 2. So I think it's the best thing for NetherRealm to get sold, even if things get a little bit crazy for a while and we don't get games as fast as we're used to, and we don't get another game for another few years. I still think it's the best thing to happen. But of course, it's not set in stone. This is some information that, again, I haven't fact checked. I don't know who the people are, but it's interesting that a lot of people are actually talking about this right now. So I'm very curious to see what happens. I'm very curious to see what comes of this, and I'm really, really hoping someone like Microsoft or someone like Sony picks up NetherRealm before EA or Ubisoft or one of these other shitty companies, Activision. No, EA's Blizzard. It's Activision Blizzard now. Yeah, keep them the fuck away from it too. I want to know where this goes, and I will keep you guys updated as we find out things. I'll be looking further into it. Of course, I might make an update video tomorrow. I'm going to do some digging, but we'll see what comes of it. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. How are you guys feeling about this? What big company would you like to see get a hold of NetherRealm? Again, I'm hoping for Microsoft or Sony, but let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. But that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. My name is Tooten. I've been your host, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.